Hello and welcome to Neuro-Heretical Wargaming. I'm Brenden, and today we will be putting together the Soviets of World War II. That's right, we will be doing bolt action, and of course, there are pups here. They will bark. I think they're playing currently. Yes. They keep moving the bed. Evidently, she does not like where the bed is. Alright, first things first, let's get some music going. And I'm gonna get right on to it. Feel free to hop in the chat whenever you like. Also, small shout out to Mirla. That's how you should say the name. But shout out to them for packing all of this. Packing this box, I presume. Alright. Make sure I have my little list dooders I need. Hello, Wine and Fire. Welcome to the stream. There it is. Gonna be a lot of dudes with submachine guns. A lot. Alright, where are my clippers? Where are my clippers? Oh, there they are. I was like, I thought I had them. There are pups. Alright. On the one hand, there are a lot of options. On the other hand, there are a lot of options. And this means there's a lot to kind of pick from. Of course, there is the trade-off of the models are relatively simple. At least these newer ones are. I think the older ones are a bit more of a pain, but what are you gonna do? My glue. This guy's running, so he should have a running DL, I think. This is just Tamiya extra thin. It's spelled out. But it is a very simple, easy to use glue, relatively cheap. Personally, I am a pretty big fan of it. But it is just a nice, simple little plastic glue. Kind of similar to like Citadel. And some others, nothing crazy. Just really good for plastic glue. I like using it for my warhammer minis, and there's no reason it wouldn't work for these guys. So here we are. These dogs. They text me sometimes. Online. Next. The kneeling body. Hello, Maydoc. welcome to the stream. Always a delight to have you. Almost can't believe it's already Tuesday again. I'm gonna take in chats. Focused. That's it. We have lost Tristan. He is gone. Full Soviet. Dogs have ceased their endless battle. I'm not sure who won or lost. Ooh. What branch are you doing, Maydoc, if I may ask? I don't know if you've ever stated. And, by extension, what job? I am always curious. Good song? Not the vibe. Nice low ready position. We'll go ahead and snag you. Oh, you're doing Seaburn. Very nice. I don't know if I ever actually ran into anyone with Seaburn. It seems Seaburn, from what I can tell, is a very rare MOS specialty. I guess there might have been one or two Seaburn. I think that's not entirely true. I guess I probably ran into a couple at basic when we did our actual like Seaburn course, but that would have been like the only time. And maybe by extension, like one time I recertified. Funny enough, the main thing I remember for our Seaburn course was... oh, what was it? The main thing I remember from our Seaburn course was the nuclear one. So everything else was like, at least, you know, a solid like 20-30 minutes of instruction. Nuclear one was literally 5 minutes, if that. Laid flat. I believe put your back to it, like your legs to it. That's the only thing I remember. Ah, you're gonna be one of the cadets. I did mine over the summer, so I did with several cadets, and maybe not the most well-loved. Don't make a big deal out of being a cadet if that is the case. Well, I guess actually, if you're doing, I don't know if you're shipping out first or if you're doing, sounds like ROTC stuff first. I don't know. Give me just a second. You did this to yourself. He keeps wanting to eat a box, though he doesn't get to be in there on his own anymore. And I'm not actually entirely sure exactly what Seaburn guys do. Steam open? Probably. When Steam's open, the camera does not well. Oh, Steam. I everything back here. Yeah, Seaburn is a very underloved MOS, from my understanding. Everything I have heard and or been told about it, it is not particularly loved. But I've also never interacted with like a Seaburn unit properly, so I can't really say. But hey, everyone's job is important. Yeah, just to kind of answer your question a little bit, I don't know exactly like what they actually do, but Seaburn stands for like chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear. So I know a lot of like, they're probably the guys that are like trained a little bit, yeah, kind of hazmat, where they'll like clean dudes up, determine whether an area is like safe to go through, stuff like that. I'm mostly familiar with the field Seaburn test, which is kind of dark, not even gonna lie. But there are a few different things. But at least that's the only one I'm really familiar with, but I know there are other ways to do it, if that makes sense. Ooh, you make the flamethrower armor mostly gun. Interesting. I don't know if I'm really planning on running any of the flamethrowers. So I don't think any of the units I'm planning on running for this list can take them. So I know because I'm mostly running 2 units of tank riders, and they can only take submachine guns and light machine guns. I feel like the light machine guns are a little bit of a trap. You can also, what else can you take? I think it's the only things they can really take. Maybe you'll take like anti-tank grenades. Maybe a Panzerfaust. Yeah, a little bit like Krieg stuff, but Seaburn aren't necessarily like, they're a support unit. They're not like direct action. That's not the right word. Direct action is like special forces stuff, but they're not, direct contact units. That makes sense. What is that even supposed to be? Is this a stick? Why do they have just a stick? Makes sense. Make it make sense. So I have a submachine gun and a right arm, so I need a left arm. Some form. Huh. Yeah, there are not a lot of left arms. Actually, there's this one with the chicken, which I almost certainly will use. Okay, I got a couple random left arms over here, actually. At least a random left arm over here. And a dog. I have a lot of dogs when I'm done with this. Really, weirdly enough. Is she supposed to be holding something? They're just like an arm. I'm choosing to treat it just like an arm. If it was meant to hold something, I'm not putting anything that small in there. Oh, I have the bolt action, the Soviet PDF. I do know eventually I want to pick up some, what are they called? Assault engineers. I know for a fact can run the flamethrower. Yeah, I've got it all put out. I've got kind of my list up. You guys can't really see it over here on my left side of the screen. And I've got all my like everything I need for the list I made, which I doubt is good, but that's okay. For bolt action, I'm here for being 110%. I'm really not here to be super duper competitive. Picking one could be kind of hilarious. I don't think I really can, because I just have it through, like, Kindle, Amazon's little thing. Yeah, I didn't buy it direct through Wargames Atlantic. That would be really hilarious. It'd be funny, but be weird. Is there really no other left arms? Weird. Because, like, there's a lot of right arms in this kit. And these are all the same screws over and over again. So when you get like 5 unique bodies, which is fine. Yeah, I'd be happy to. Let me see if I can. Yeah. I don't know if I can. Here, let me. Ooh. I don't want to do that. I think I can just lock it here in Easy Army. Here, lock to share. It should give me a link. Give me just a second. Here we go. Feel free to peruse. This is basically the army we're building. Keep in mind, I only have a starter box, there's a thing in there, and an extra T-34 currently. So everything has to come out of this. And like I have it set up, I'm building basically 30 submachine gun troops. Basically 35 actually, because one of the officers is going to be accompanied by a few dudes. Like I said, probably not a great list, but I think it'll be pretty fun. Stupid maybe, but fun. Alright. Guess what I could do is actually... I don't necessarily love that, but it's an option, so... I think what I'll do is... Is it a rock? I'm gonna do just head straight up a rock. That's actually kind of funny. I'm not even gonna lie. That's silly, but it's funny. It's good. It's got this arm with like a stick, which like I don't love the stick. It's weird. I don't know what it's for. I'll see the arm I already have actually. I keep going back and forth. I apologize. There's gonna be a lot of that tonight as we try to. Augie, can you stop being a menace for 5 minutes? He keeps trying to get into stuff, man. Like every time. I might look away or something. He's getting into something. Love him, but he's a bit of a pain. I'll be honest with you guys. Honestly, it's probably isn't like the best pose for these arms. It's fine. This guy. Yeah. Hopefully someday with soonish we'll be able to kind of share these guys on the channel a little bit more. I know I'll want to get at least most of them painted. Get them kind of stream ready, so to speak. Which is like the next step. Right? There's only, yeah. Because what's standard, I think, for build action is like 1250. And I was just like throwing stuff in at the end too. Like, I kind of got, because I knew I wanted the 2 tank rider squads. I knew I wanted the 2 T-34-85s. Everything else was just like, I've got it. Like, you know, I had, the box comes with 2 machine gun teams and a mortar team. Like, cool, I'll throw those on there. What else? It's like, oh, scouts look cool. I'll throw a couple 5-man scout units in there. So I did. And I think still at the end, I still had like 12 points left over. So I threw on the spotter for the mortar team just to have like how to put it? Like I threw it in just because like I got 10 points. So why not? Thank you. Yeah, I know I don't have a lot of like kind of chaff units. I think I made a similar version of this list. I think without the machine gun teams and the mortar team that had like an extra 2 units of I think I had like 2 guard squads. I thought that'd be cool. And then 2 what is it? 2 of the Strafbot, which is like the penal troops. But you know, part of it is I only got 42. Over time, I'll probably get like another box of Soviet infantry at some point, maybe an assault engineers box. I think I want to get a couple Lend-Lease like M2s, the half tracks. Yeah, just kind of give me a little more options. But overall, I'm kind of honestly this box is pretty much a good chunk of what I wanted. Like I said, the only extra thing I bought is an extra T-34. I was like, I want to run 2 of those. Really much want to do a late war Soviet kind of shock army, basically, you know, going towards Berlin. Just need to think of, and honestly, I'm like a bad day away from buying the Ranger box and making like a 500 point army out of the box. So we got a little captured MP40. We can do that. That'd be kind of cool. You can be one of the squad leaders. Question is, do I want to... So I was probably going to throw some cloaks on dudes to kind of to mark them as like the scout dudes. I think I've got 10 of them. Okay. Yeah, should have 12 actually. I'll some first. Probably do a couple on my snipers too. So yeah, so the tank riders got a slight update after, so they had the core rule, and they got an update with the actual armies of the Soviet Union. So basically, they can use any tank that's not a recce vehicle, not a reconnaissance vehicle, as a transport. The trade-off there is if the transport gets shot at, they automatically disembark. And they count as if like they were disembarking a transport that got immobilized. So I think they go down, and I think they do take a couple pins for it, which isn't terrible. Do I have them as veterans? I can't remember. I have them regular, so I may end up putting them to veterans just to kind of like mitigate that a little bit. Because I think that's how it works. Build limited bolt action myself. So they're not bad. I don't think they're like great or anything because of that. But I don't think it like hurts, if that makes sense. I think they're neat. I think there's something that like, you know, Germany doesn't have really, like Americans don't have it. That they're just something kind of unique to themselves, which I like. And to me, that feels very thematic. And I think like the way to use it kind of tactically is set up where you can kind of use cover. You can use abilities to kind of hide light from sight. And I think they're kind of a mid-board control unit. I don't think you're trying to go like deep onto the enemy side of the board. I think you're just trying to get one good turn of movement out of them. Which is kind of why I took the scouts. So I feel like the scouts are a good way to, because they have the pre-game move, they can get into a threatening spot before the game starts, and then the tanks and the tank riders, because I'm not going to attempt the Russian word for it, but the tank riders can move right up behind them and be dropping off and go. Okay, did they have Stug riders? I did remember seeing like a Stug escort unit when I kind of perused their rulebook recently. Which, honestly, real quick, side note, I was impressed by the sheer variety of units, especially in the German book. I've only read the German and the Soviet, so I can't really say for anyone else. But the fact that you had like Luftwaffe field units, Kriegmarine squads, like the fact that they all have like they're all distinct like unit entries, and not just be like, hey, here's general infantry. You can also run these as that. It's like distinct things. I think is pretty cool. Part of me does want to do as just an opposition force to this one is like a Volkssturm little army. I think that would be kind of funny. And it's probably one of the few ways I would justify playing the Germans in World War II, is that they're actively desperate and very clearly on the back foot. I'm also assuming they can only ride the assault guns, right? So like the Stugs and kind of similar items, similar vehicles. Like I said, I didn't get a big chance to kind of... Oh, I was actually supposed to attach? Oh, that was... Sorry, I know you guys probably can't see it, but it's like a captured MP40, and I'm not entirely sure. It's supposed to be like he's reloading it, or if it's just meant to attach. I think it works either way. But I'm just gonna have him like reloading it on the run. Yeah, I'm really liking bulk action. I did take a look at the roadmap, because now the Soviets are out and the Japanese are coming out early next year. Actually on pre-order, I think. What was it? They're doing a Commonwealth book for non-British Commonwealth troops. Then they're doing... what's the next one? Oh, French. And I'm really looking at doing a French army eventually. I don't know what that would look like yet, but I think it would be fun. Mayduck wants to know how easy it to get into creative program with Wargames Atlantic. Yes, we are technically affiliated with them. Down in the kind of link below, down in the description below, we do have a link to our... If you buy something through that link, we get a little kickback from it. Doesn't cost you any extra. We just get a little bit for sending people their way. Actually, funny enough, almost hilariously easy. I kind of did it on accident. So we were kind of talking about, what would that look like in the future if we wanted to do that? If we were to get into contact with people, what would that look like? So I was kind of going through, and I knew they were a pretty common one, so I was like, I'll check them out. And it was like, oh, go to this page if you're interested. Well, as soon as I did that, it signed us up. So we are officially affiliated with Wargames Atlantic. If you go to the little affiliates page, you will see our logo on it, which is awesome. So yeah, if you guys are looking to pick up anything from Wargames Atlantic, check them out. I love them. If you've seen any of my Imperial Guard, or almost any of my Imperial Guard games, the bright orange dudes, those are all death fodder, cannon fodder, I forget exactly, from Wargames Atlantic. It's like 30 dudes in a box, 2 boxes. I have 60 of them. I don't need any more, right? Though, if you are looking to get into bolt action, because it is something of a miniatures agnostic system, you can actually run minis from Wargames Atlantic. So I do recommend checking them out. I know they have a nice French resistance kit I was looking at personally. They also have... They've got a couple different, I think, German boxes. French 1914 through 1940 infantry box. I think they have Brits and a couple others. So that's actually a really good way to get into bolt action. Because all you need is the rulebook and you need the dudes. Even if Actually, that being said, the Warlord Games box is pretty cheap too. I got this whole thing. I found it on eBay for like 115. It was like 130 with shipping, tops, like all together. And if you have Fused Karna at all, if you're in the US, you can pick that up. It's not like I'm paying $30 a month on these through like maybe February, and then it's good to go. Right. We got 5 dudes there. So first 5 dudes. I'm going to go ahead and make I need to make an officer for my kind of heavy weapons platoon. I'm gonna go ahead and do him real quick. I think he technically has a rifle. I don't know, chat. What do you think? Should we give... We got a little SVT 40 down here. We can give him that. Or we can give him a pistol. Let me see. We'll put that one to the vote. How about that? Awesome. Thank you everyone for showing up. Always means a lot, especially on these solo days where it's just me. All right, the poll is up. I'm actually going to kind of set him aside for a minute, and I'll let you guys decide that. All right. Not really messing too much with the extra bits for now. I'm keeping them relatively clean. Move on to the next thing. Hey, never. You're always more than welcome to ask different questions that aren't necessarily the game system at hand. There's no need to apologize or anything, Wanting Fire. So, Scouts, are you asking about, just for a little clarification before I answer the question, are you asking about the Scouts rule or like Space Marine Scouts? Because I know you do play Space Marines. Oh, okay. Yes. So scouts. Funnily enough, the rule actually does work pretty similarly to kind of how it would work in bolt action. Ironically enough, because there are a couple ironically, I build them later. My scouts. Also, and then Americans, they have Rangers Lead the Way. They have the same thing. But basically, what it is, 40k terms, it is a pre-game move. So before, after roll off, but before the battle actually starts, they get what's called a scout move, essentially. So typically it's like Scout 6, but like you can see there, you do have some options that give you Scout 9. So it gets to move 9 inches before the game starts. Now, one thing to keep in mind with that is that for scouts to work, if you want to attach a character to them, that character also needs the scouts rule. Otherwise, it doesn't really do anything. So like Black Templar Index, before we got our codex, they may still have it, but I don't think we do. Before we got our codex, the Crusader Squad had a 6-inch scout move. So at the beginning of each game, as long as there was not a character attached to them, such as like a Stellan or a Marshal, they got to move 6 inches. Black Templars also have now a ability to give a dedicated transport Scouts 9, which currently only means the what's it called? The Impulsor. Give Scouts 9. But yeah, so essentially it's just a pre-game move. So it lets you move up, in your case, 9 inches. It's a little bit closer to the enemy. They do still have kind of the same limitation as like Deep Strike, where you can move the 9 inches up, but you can't end that move within 9 inches of either enemy unit, if they have like Scouts or Infiltrate, or what's the word I'm looking for? Or their deployment zone, which is kind of hard to do, but it can happen. All right. Look at all these little duders. I built just 5 from each sprue. I'll have all the guys I need for that. Oh, okay. And to take a little break, a little bit from tank riders, we'll be giving. I'm making a sniper. I do have a sniper and a spotter. Actually, quick check. Okay, so I guess the sniper spotter just has the just has rifles. Hello, is that Augie? Hello, Augies. You go boy sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. There it is. Actually, it would still be good. I want to throw it in the bathroom. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he has Lone Op and Infiltrate. But you can actually, if you have Infiltrate and Scout, you can use both. Oop. You can use both. Going back to kind of original to the question a little bit, Space Marine Scouts actually do have both. It's mainly for them. I find it's really useful. If you can Infiltrate, put them on like an objective or put them somewhere kind of important. And then I like to use Scout as a way to either put them into cover and make them safe if I'm not going first, or if I am going first, give them a chance, put them somewhere where they can like shoot their rocket or sniper at something and maybe do some good damage. I find it's useful for both. He'd have to attach 2 arms. It actually didn't go on. That was actually pretty simple. Okay, I gotta say, I'm not typically a fan of these style of models just because they are a bit of a pain to put together because they don't like fit together the same way. Something like Maggie, can you stop looking at my feet? It's weird. Something like GW honestly makes some of the best models for wargaming. Like they just fit together really well. I know. Where's that female? We got 2 of them. You can be the sniper, because that's historically accurate. Soviet women served in sniper units. And fairly significant numbers. Oh no, the head moved. Let's put her aside. Yeah, I'm not sure if Scout's 9. I mean, I feel like there's a use case for it on a. I'm gonna put these out. Let's do some time. I feel like there's something of a use case for it on the lieutenant with combi weapon. Just because, like, moving 9 inches is just like a lot. That's a lot for your opponent to kind of keep in mind. So you could, I think you could like put him in the kind of the center of the board, or you kind of put him between like 2 objectives and make your opponent kind of have to cover both, I guess. I don't know if it's a good use case, but I think it's a bit of a use case. Hi, Huggy. I know you're kind of bored, aren't you? Yeah, it's because you tried to eat that box. Look what happened. Yeah, you get punished. It's unfortunate. Side note, talking about bolt action, I do feel like I did notice the tank riders can take. It might be 2 light machine guns. But honestly, I feel like it's a bit of a trap. Because like it gives you the same number of shots as 2 submachine guns. The big difference is it loses assault. So if you advance them, oh, Lord, is it work? If you like advance them, which means you can like move and shoot, they don't suffer the penalty to shoot with assault, which is pretty nice. But their range is only like 12 inches. With the light machine gun, obviously you lose assault. However, it has a range of like, what is it? It's like 36 inches. Which like isn't a terrible trade-off. But if you're running, if the whole point is to get them as close as possible, that extra range is kind of just wasted. I feel like it's kind of a waste of 11 points. I mean, exactly. They've got a machine gun right there. 2 even, kind of. If you're shooting the coax instead of the whole machine gun. Side note, I low-key love this particular, like, sound. It's very, like, Very sci-fi. In like a, I don't know, kind of a 60s sort of way. Very stargazery, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I like it. And Trista does make a good point. I should have mentioned it, but I didn't. Yeah, if you put a scout unit in a dedicated transport, the dedicated transport gains the scout rule as well. Which is pretty useful depending on what you stick in it. Side note, to go back to the Crusaders, that was always a big, like, awkward thing with the Index Crusaders that had the scout move, is their minimum unit size is 10. You wanna know the only dedicated transport that can take Primaris Marines? The Impulsor. Guess what its limit is? 6 or 7. They changed it at one point. I think it's up to 7 now, but originally I think 6. So, like, great. They can't fit in a dedicated transport. I guess for a brief period they could technically fit in a... what would it be called? They could fit in a drop pod. You can give a drop pod scout. I don't think it can start on the board though, so what are we doing here? How wild is the game, right? I don't think I've ever actually played it. Probably should. I feel like it's fun. No, the Rhino can't take Primaris. It is one of the very few vehicles that is still like Firstborn locked. It and the Razorback. Yeah, you guys, I don't know if you can see it. This guy's got a chicken. I don't have the autofocus on. Hold on, give me a second. Ooh, I should plug in my phone. He's got a little... Look at that. He got a little chicken. Got a little chicken. Go get him some fresh meat. Quick, plug in phone. How are you guys kind of liking the new setup, by the way? We're mostly fans. If you have any ideas for it, please let me know. Honestly, rhinos are good. Like, it kind of sucks that they're not like necessarily good in Space Marines, but I feel like they're good in every other faction that has them. And like, I think they're like the meta choice, if such a thing can be stated, for Horse Heresy right now for some reason. I mean, fair. Yeah, I got a... You might not have been here when I kind of had the first one. I got a whole new desk, so I kind of... Everything got shifted around slightly, so I'm kind of more over to the side rather than straight on like I used to be. Everything's a little higher up. Things are just kind of moved around slightly. I'm liking it so far. Really like this new paint folder I got. Clears up a lot of my desk. Where'd my screw go? Head. How is it 8:30 already? Ow. Count how many dudes I got. 1, 2, 3. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so almost have a full squad done. We are almost 25% of the way there, ladies and gentlemen. Which, how long has this poll been up? We'll leave the poll another like well met. We'll let anyone that kind of wanders in have their say too. I think that's fair. Also, side note, because I find it a little hilarious, the Soviets have a Commissar unit. He is barking a lot. A lot. Shh. Augie, hey. Stop. I like your sister. She's chill. Once again, searching for left arms. Where is... But anyway, they have access to a Commissar unit that works basically the same way as the Commissar in 40k does. But unlike the Commissar in 40k, you don't get an option to, like, not shoot someone. You have to just do it. So he would, if they fail like a leadership check of some sort, I have to double check exactly which kind. But if they fail it, he automatically just shoots someone, and they get to redo the test. They don't automatically pass it. They just redo the test. I don't think it's continuous. I don't think if they keep failing that he just keeps shooting, but I find it moderately hilarious. I kind of want... going back a little bit to what we talked about, we mentioned earlier, mini doc, how we mentioned doing mentioned kind of the Strafbat, just having like 2 of those, so the Commissar just keeps like shooting each squad to get them to actually do stuff. Because they have the Shirkers rule, so it's like really hard to get them to do stuff. I just think that's hilarious. No, last edition they had 3 different ones. They have just one. Yes, there's just a Commissar now. I can't speak for previous editions. I haven't played them. I don't know. I don't know if he can take... I guess in theory you could have like 3 different ones. Because were they different in terms, like, what made them different? I guess I'm trying to ask. Because was there an airborne one, a naval infantry one, and like an NKVD one, or was it like truly like unique? They may be able to take the hammer and sickle rule, which lets you kind of put a little like template on them that's either airborne, naval infantry, or NKVD, but I don't know that for a fact. It's not looking it up, and unfortunately, my phone is currently busy. He's booking it. Hey, we got 10 dudes. Let's get 10 dudes on bases. How about that? Oh, interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if that's something they may always bring that back if and when they start doing campaign books again. which I do hope they do, because I do like. I know they're not. Like, GW doesn't do it very much anymore. But I actually really like when. I know it's controversial because people are like, I want to have all my rules in one book. I do really like it when companies are able to put out like another book. But I like seeing like new rules come out mid-edition. It's probably just because I come from a more like RPG background, where that's pretty common. That's not uncommon at all. But I like seeing new things. I like making an army fresh after you've been playing it for like a year. Like, I don't want it all the time. I don't want it overdone. But I just like, you know, I like changing it up a little bit. Figure out how I'm gonna base these dudes. I don't think I'm just doing like green grass. I don't know. Never done anything like that. It's pretty okay. So I think some classic like green gas would be kind of cool. Green gas. Oh, green. Yeah. I keep wanting to say gas. Green grass. Green grass. I promise I can talk, guys. I do. I swear I do. I swear again. I swear again. Oh, I guess I can also announce a little bit that we will be having, I think we have the army set for this weekend. We will have Jeff and his Death Guard returning to take on Scott and his Custodians. We haven't had them in a while. So it will be a battle of the toughness. I love, dear God, who can actually wound who? I need someone that was also watching anime in the early to mid 2000s. But this track always reminds me of some kind of anime I've watched, but I cannot name it. I don't know. I almost want to say it's like Naruto, but I don't think that's true. Genuinely cannot remember what it is. Heard that riff before. It's that riff from Taylor's like doom 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 doom. Maybe it's from a game. Halo or something? I don't know. Don't know. I do also at some point have to decide if I'm going to get the actual tank rider miniatures or not. You can actually put on the tanks. It's kind of old, but I kind of love them. I'm gonna do that though. I'm gonna magnetize them. Could be a bit of a thing, but it won't be the worst thing in the world. Is it in Minecraft? I guess I can hear the dun 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 dun, but I feel like Minecraft's a bit of a higher pitch. That one right there. It's dun 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 dun. That's like something I've watched. I'm positive of it. I just don't know what it is. Okay. I mean, if it's from Minecraft, I definitely don't recognize it from Minecraft. It's like real quick to really expose my age. I was in kind of on the first wave of Minecraft in like 2009. I think I was when I was a freshman in high school when it was like a thing. I remember having to buy it from the actual Swedish website and like telling my mom it was in like Swedish owner, I think it is. I could be wrong. That might be Norwegian or Danish. But yeah. And that one was called, let me check real quick. It's Last Sunrise by Adam McDougall. Probably McDougall, not MacDougall. It's fine, whatever. All right, 1 minute to go in the poll. If you haven't voted, now's your chance. I'm pretty sure everyone that is currently watching already has, because you are our dedicated people, and we love you for it. I'll go ahead and go on the sniper. While we wait for the poll to finish up. Oh, it's at 30 minutes. It's time to end it. No, she's falling over. Come on, straight, come on. Stay. Alright, we'll end that poll. I know, it sounds very familiar. Like, I've definitely heard it somewhere before. At least that riff. That riff I keep going on about, I've heard it before. Alright, the poll has ended. You all have voted unanimously. He gets the SVT-40 semi-automatic rifle with fixed bayonet. That on, and then I will be right back actually. Sorry guys, I have the intro set to go on automatically when I switch back to the stream. So I do apologize. Alright. Anyway. combat-ready looking lieutenant. Also, I do apologize. I did not realize the standby screen doesn't have the music on it. I'm sure it got awkwardly silent for a minute there. Set them over there. So technically, actually, now that we have this officer together, this is our first fully complete unit for that list. The random officer. Look at him. Wow. Yeah. So cool. Not focusing. Being a little slow. Oh, did it? Doesn't want to do it. And anyway. Technically, now we have an actual unit for that list. Go us. There. Next one. Every once in a while, I'm like, oh, I should take a break and like work on like something else, like work on a machine gun team or something. But then I remember they're metal and resin, and I don't want to then. I want to do it significantly less at that point. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe I need to update Droid Cam or something. I've noticed that too. It's like I did the little reset thing again too. So it should be much more zoomed in. Yeah, really what we need to do is I need to get like a webcam or something else so I can play directly into my computer. I do have this little bar in front of me now, so what I might try to do is get a webcam that I can just stick kind of right here that looks straight down. I think that might actually be the move. Actually look at that tonight. So thanks for pointing that out, Wildfire. I think that might actually be something I look at getting tonight. If not tonight, then I'll get it with my next paycheck. I do wish more of this submachine gun art, because what this really needs, honestly, this kit needs more left arms. It has a lot of like solo right arms, which is nice. I'm not complaining. That's like genuinely useful. However, like it's a lot. Like you got like an ammo carrier here. Awesome, cool, love that. Right arm. You have an anti-tank left arm. Not the most useful if you're not running an anti-tank dude. You've got this one with a random stick. Again, still don't know what that's for. Maybe it's an NKVD thing. Machine gun, right arms. You got the chicken. I just need like 2 more generic left arms. Just 2 more generic left arms. The only other left arm on this kit is the one generic that's with the bases and one holding a pistol. That's it. But it has like way more right arms than left arms. Did it again. Why am I doing that? Now it's gone completely black. Here, give me a second. I'm gonna restart Droid Cam. Let me close a couple of background things. It's not wanting to connect. Sorry, guys. I'm not sure if it's doing that. Give me a second. Let me. guess I didn't want to show it. It's not saying connect using the droid cam on your computer. It is connected, guys. That's nice. Target bit rate. Oh, my. Okay. I wonder if I'm having connection issues. Alright, seems to be working. Not entirely sure why it's... Okay. Yeah, I was probably going to wait till my next paycheck. Let that be kind of my Christmas gift to myself, but this is frankly getting a little ridiculous. So, do apologize, guys. I will see if I can get that fixed, because it's genuinely getting ridiculous, and I don't like it. For now, though, we'll truck through it. We'll get through at least the next 45 minutes so we can get you guys a full stream. And then I will try to fix it next time, okay? And again, I do apologize. Seems like super delayed. Why? It was doing so well. And now it's gone. Okay, so it's back. It's good. Be a little frustrated with it. Won't even lie. Putting my passport away. I think that really needs to be on camera. Not that it matters anyway, it's hella expired. It expired years ago. Now it's just going out, which is very annoying. YouTube is not responding. Connection issues, if I had to guess. Connected. Doing anything. it's being super slow. It's upsetting. Genuinely upsetting. Chat's back. That's nice. Yeah, no kidding. Gotta love technical difficulties. It's a pretty big one too. It's the kind of upsetting part. Yeah, I think it's my Wi-Fi is being screwy. Really need to do a hard connection. I'll have to set that up like after stream. I mean, the stream was going great. For a minute, it was actually doing really good. It was really smooth. I was impressed. I was happy with myself. But then it just kind of... it's pooping on me. It's not wanting to open anything on YouTube or on like online. I may need to reset my router. It's not opening like anything. I'm gonna put the stream on standby. If you guys are still there and you still hear me, I'll be right back. Sorry. Chat was off. There we go. Alright, everything seems to be back to normal now. Everything is going much better. Yep, definitely think there are 2 upgrades that need to be made. One, I think I need a new kind of overhead camera, some way, shape, or form. With just a webcam, I think would suffice. And a the other word I'm looking for, probably a direct Ethernet cable, so I can just plug it in directly into my computer. I will get on that as soon as I can. Thank you all for sticking through. Thank you so much. Let's get back to the Soviets. You know it's live. I was faking it. It would have made technical difficulties. I tell myself. I don't think that's true at all, probably, but that's besides the point. I thought the music stopped. I was gonna be like, no! How dare you? on the brain. If you guys who don't play bolt action, or the ones that do, if you don't play bolt action, what army would you play? If you do play bolt action, what armies do you play? Clearly that is where my brain is at right now. Like I said earlier, more than happy to answer any 40k questions anyone might have. Doc, you can just say you play all the armies. You can just say that. You don't have to. Like that is every major army except Great Britain, I think. Like Partisans do look fun in version 3, actually. I was looking at those rules. I might do like a French resistance force. I think that would be fun. I don't want to have another person holding a chicken. I don't want every squad to have one person holding a chicken. I guess I can use more of these like generic arms, and I could switch out the hands. That is an option. I just don't want to glue those tiny little hands on. Little Romania, just for fun, a little as a side project. I will say that is like one of the really nice things about bolt action is like it's very easy to get into. Like it is still a miniature war game. Like it's not cheap. It's not the cheapest hobby in the world, but it is relatively affordable compared to like 40k. Trade-off, of course, being that the community is as big, but that's fine. But I do like it. It's very much increasingly a favorite of mine. Nothing else is an excellent supplement to 40k. It is a nice change of pace. And they'll change the setting. I will say, if you try to approach it as if you intend to approach it as like an actual war game, or like as an actual like historically accurate game, you're gonna be somewhat disappointed, just because it is like it's very like Hollywood depiction of World War II, I'll say. Very action movie, war movie depiction of World War II, which is fine. That's nothing wrong with that, but it trips the imagination. Don't need like 4 dudes holding chickens, you know what I mean? Oh, you can actually play as Poland, by the way, if you really wanted to go all in and kind of a Solanic army. Here, here's it. You want to go in and have a non-major? They even have Polish decals for Soviet vehicles. This one, by the way, Rudy, is actually a direct reference to a TV show that came out in Poland in the 1950s for Tank Man and a Dog. I think there's even a little top area about there. Yeah, the Soviet, at least the T-34 kit, I assume some other ones as well, comes with Polish decals. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, I like the Soviets. They seem really fun. I'm looking forward to actually playing them. As soon as I can find some left arms. There's only 6 of those. I can't keep using them. I'm gonna have to glue on some tiny hands. I don't want to. I don't think I have a choice. I'll take one of the kind of loudspeaker looking arms. Hey, that's entirely fair. Wanting Fire, that is entirely fair to stick to like silly sci-fi games. Like I fully respect. That's why I'm like kind of all in on bolt action right now, but I'm not really interested in whatchamacallit. Conflict 47? Which like, it's kind of interesting, but I already have a silly sci-fi game. I'm going to keep like I already have Warhammer. I don't need another Warhammer. Like I want something that feels at least a little different. So, we get bolt action and stuff instead, which is different enough while still being relatively familiar. This hand will almost certainly break off someday. I'll be like, where did this hand go? And everyone will be like, I have no idea. And I'll be like, oh no. No! See, his hand's already murdering. Why do you want to do this? Why? Alright, bolt action. Or games, more accurately. This is one of my complaints with your miniatures. I feel fairly justified in complaining about this. Give me more left. The year of our Lord 2025. I should have more left arms. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Alright. In the meantime, though, just keep on trucking. If we can hopefully get all these regular dudes done. We're actually getting pretty close. We have like let's see, that's 15. I need 35 dudes with submachine guns total. So we're getting closer. We still got some time to go. Let's go ahead and finish that sniper squad. I guess I could give the spotter. If I give the spotter the binoculars, I'll have to give him a left hand from somewhere. Or at least just make some of the weapon hands left hands. Why are they all right-handed pretty much? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Where are the binocular arms though? There. I should say. He can have a pistol. That works. How about that? I'll give him a pistol. I think he's technically equipped with a rifle. Whatever. I guess it's pistols and rifles. I guess they have a mix. But they're typically using the sniper rifle, so yeah, pistol's fine. I'll give him a pistol. I don't know. Come here. I say he, but I'll actually probably make it a she as well. Spotting. Or she's doing her spotting. I think they could have included one more female head. That's all I'm saying. Just one more. So it's not the same two over and over again. Switching to your pistol is faster than reloading. That is correct. Funny enough, I've actually been playing, because I've been getting into bolt action, I have been playing Call of Duty World War II lately, which is an experience. I'll tell you that. And then you get a cloak too. I've used 3 of those or setting me. Only a few missions in. It's fine. I don't think I love it. I was hoping for a bit more of a nostalgia hit. When I grew up on like Call of Duty 3, Call of Duty 2, Big Red 1, stuff like that. I feel like I haven't really gotten that, but it's kind of whatever. Is this gonna fit on you? Or do I need to get the other one? I need to get the other one. Which is fine. Which one are you? That one, right? Yeah, so I need this. I know this one fits. It just did it. Okay, that was my thought process. I didn't think they would have done mixed sniper teams, but I could be wrong. But it makes sense. May have to snip at her hair a little bit here, but we'll see. At least get this cloak on. Actually, I'm gonna do a little more research on Soviet female sniper teams. I know they were deployed, obviously. I was kind of curious how they were like organized and stuff like that. Because people talk about them existing a lot, but that's kind of it. I mean, honestly, just like go to a Barnes and Noble or like any bookstore and like look up. Like go to the World War II section. They'll probably almost certainly have a World War II section, their history section, and like find the Eastern Front section. Tiny, absolutely tiny. You could barely find any books. And I was like, oh, that's moderately upsetting. It's really hard to find good books on the Eastern Front in English, which isn't like surprising. It's just a little upsetting. I do also know there was a not insignificant issues with like sexism, because like the Night Witches, the 388th bomb wing, they caught a lot of flack because like when the Soviets started, they didn't have like female uniforms or anything, so like they had to wear men's uniforms. They looked terrible. They weren't sized for them correctly, so they were really baggy and stuff, and they caught a lot of crap for it. And it's just like, hey, these are pilots, like, and ground crews. They're doing the same job. Like, come on. It's not surprising, given the era, but still, it's just like, of everything the Soviets did. Relatively low on the issues bar, but you know, machismo and what have you. I kind of wish there were more like standing poses like this one. It kind of sticks out because it's like the only one. Which I mean, I guess makes it good for like making officers and NCOs. That's fair. It does remind me. I read a little bit out of side note as part of a kind of side thing to this project. I have been reading Absolute War by Chris Bellamy, which I think is quite good. It is a history of the Eastern Front. There was a big focus on like the middle years. I think it kind of speeds through like, you know, start of World War II through 41 pretty quickly. And speeds kind of through, I want to say like 44, 45, kind of focuses a lot on like 42, 43. Which I think is interesting enough. Will say I don't love that if you want to do like a whole, if you want to do like a submachine gun squad, you have to basically use. Actually, you don't have to. Like there's 6 of them. I don't think you have to use an MP40. I just keep doing it. Hypothetically, I wouldn't like it. Yeah, I guess you don't have to use it before you have to keep doing it. But it's the only one that has a left hand. And a left hand, my kingdom for a left hand. What? You saying that last soundtrack was not the vibe? I think it was the vibe. Okay, it was kind of dark. I really did like sit down and re-listen to a lot of these. I think I found some. I think I've mostly listened to the beginning of each like track, so every once in a while it catches me off guard. But I'm also kind of like sidetracked putting these together. So if like something comes on, you guys aren't feeling it, please let me know and I can skip to the next one, take it out of the rotation. I think I do need to kind of go in and do a bit of a long, add a few tracks, maybe take some out. Talk to my wife, she's like the music person, so she will be a lot of help there. Hey, you never know. We could have Reznov in here somewhere. Reznov? Played Reznov. Played. To be honest with you guys, I haven't played Black Ops 1 in... Oh, God. Is that 2011? I think that was 2011. Because Modern Warfare was 2008. Or that, because I was still in middle school when it came out. Black Ops... or Call of Duty World at War came out in 2009, I think, because I was in high school. And I'm pretty sure Modern Warfare was 2010. And then... shoot, was Black Ops 2 2011? Ooh. I think it might have been. I don't like that. Ooh. Rather, ooh. You know, it's gonna be a real funny kicker is when I'm done with this, I will inevitably forget that there's not that many left arms, and it's a bit of a pain, if you're, at least if you're building submachine gun troops. And then like a year from now, I will buy another box of these. You can clip this. I will buy another box of these and just straight up be like, oh no, I forgot all about it. Now I gotta deal with this. No, I will hate it. I will just hate it. And you all will be watching, be like, it was entirely preventable. You knew this. And I'll be like, yeah, but still, it's the principle of the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, we have our tank rider squads done. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Also, I just want you all to realize I recently discovered a website that can give me access to a very wide soundbar. So I hope you guys are ready for some stupidity when I get that up and running. It's going to be fantastic and you're going to hate it. It'll be great. It'll be great. I'm going to love it. You guys probably will not. But that's okay. We're all around on here just for the ride. I mean, no, all these are just like straight up, basically free use stuff on YouTube. Like, none of these are from soundtracks. Like, this is all stuff that, now mind you, some of the stuff, a lot of this stuff is probably like legally distinct versions of popular stuff. That wouldn't surprise me like at all, but you know. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. And it kind of makes sound sometimes, so. I don't know what sound I made. I'm honest. I'm actually not sure now. I mean, probably. I will say, of like ODST was probably my favorite Halo game. I liked very much of the like Halo 2, Halo 3, more of the Halo 3 era. I think Halo 3 was actually my first like Halo game I properly like owned. I think because I played through Reach. I don't think I played Halo 4 because I never had an Xbox One. Worked the launch for it though. That was kind of exciting. But I liked ODST. I like that it was relatively more grounded. Granted, gameplay wise, you really weren't that different than a Spartan. But I like the slightly different. I like this kind of the smaller scale story. I like that it, tied into Halo 2, I think. Halo 2, Halo 3. I don't know if I've played versions of Halo Combat Evolved. I think I actually did have it on 360 when they did like a port of it rather than like the full release. I think I played that. I think I actually played it way back when it came out. I don't think I didn't realize it till later that was Halo. I think like my brother was like babysitting me or whatever, and we were over like one of his friend's house, and the kid was like, "You want to play a video game?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" And he gave me Halo, which like honestly, not that bad. Halo was rated M for a long time. I think now it's been rated T for like practically every release. It realistically should have been rated T from the very beginning. Not entirely sure. There were specific reasons, of course. I don't remember why it was rated M, but it was always more of a T franchise than a proper M franchise, I feel like. Like the violence was never that graphic. The most of it was on like basically cartoonish alien creatures. I have heard you can get ODST stuff in Helldivers. I should probably get back into Helldivers. Helldivers never grabbed me the same way it grabs a lot of people. I'm not really like a shooter guy, like third person, first person, any of them. I'm really not these days. I tend to like play my strategy games a lot. I've been playing the crap out of some Hearts of Iron 4 though, let me tell you. So, but yeah. I'll probably get back into it here at some point. Funny enough, I don't know if I don't even really want to call it a shooter, if anything. Technically probably is isometric at best, but I am interested in Foxhole. Probably unsurprising given me and putting together a freaking bolt action army. But I think I actually have Foxhole literally on my list, and it's probably the closest thing to a shooter I've really been like super hyped about, or like been getting really interested in. But I probably won't pick it up until it's like on sale. Honestly, like, I think it's... Oh, wow, it's already 9:30. Hold on. We'll go till 10. I want to get... I probably get at least my 2 scout squads done real quick. I think people kind of forget how, like, revolutionary Halo was when it came out. It was a really big deal. It was really new. Like, it was... Some people hadn't really seen. And, like, it's become pretty, like, a fairly standard game over time. Like, I don't think anyone would... No one's picking up Halo after playing other stuff and just being like, ah, wow, this is amazing. Like, it's a pretty, like, standard game these days. But it's good. It was solid. Like, it definitely changed some things. Like, a perpetual heal, I think, was put in with Halo. Even having 2 health bars. You effectively having 2 health bars. You technically have 1 health bar and you have a shield bar, but it counts for 2. And so the shield bars one always comes back, while you have to get like medi packs to heal up the other one. So I think that changed after the first one. I remember that being like a big feature in the following ones. That's kind of neither here nor there. Anyway, we just watched The Grinch recently, if you hadn't noticed. Okay, that's what I thought. Which makes sense. Reach and ODST were both on kind of different levels, but they were both throwbacks to older versions of the game. I think there were some other things that showed up again in ODST that were removed from they were removed relatively early on from the series. I liked Reach a lot, actually. Reach was really good. I think ODST... I probably need to replay them to decide, but I feel like ODST and Reach are definitely the top 2. I just don't know which one I put above the other. I really liked Reach, like I said, ODST and Reach have a very, like, kind of, I don't know, grounded, because it's Halo. Like, it's not the hardest sci-fi universe ever, but it's not a super duper soft one. Ironically, it's space travel works a lot like Warhammer, which is kind of funny, just without, like, the actual hell. Without literally going through hell. A couple of these tracks also, if you guys watch. I mean, like, okay. Halo was always focused on, even like in the expanded universe, was still very focused on, basically like you said, the kind of Space Marines that type stuff. But it had decent world building in the expanded universe. That was kind of where you had to go for that, unfortunately. Really like the way the naval battles worked. That was always really interesting to me. Should the scouts give them? No, I'm gonna give them helmets. They should wear their helmet. That for a moment I was like, oh, what if I give them, I should give them the soft peppers. No, they're kind of like, I'm using it as like infiltrating assault groups, so the helmet just makes more sense to me thematically. Whoa! Whoa! Realized I never gave the other sniper her base. First, I say that both the sniper ladies don't have helmets on, but that's technically a limitation of the kit. Okay, I didn't get a say in that. They did that. Now, see, I will say in 40k, it's basically, unless the model like doesn't come with one, which is getting rarer these days. If the kit has a helmet, they're getting the helmet. I am not like a 40k. If I don't have to paint faces, I don't. So if they have a helmet, they're getting the helmet. Like, it is more grounded, and that's like part of the reason, but the big reason is that I just don't want to paint faces. Should have bodies left over once I'm done with this. I think I'm gonna build them as like there'll be a tank 100 troops, which are supposed to be pretty good. They're like relatively cheap, and then they like a Panzerfaust. So you kind of, I think they have infiltrate too, so you kind of just like put them around the corner of a building, have them set to ambush, and then just wait. Out all these cloaks. Alright, friendly reminder, we will be going to 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, which will be here in about 24 minutes. And we'll kind of be ending it because I potentially have to work tomorrow. Hopefully not, but kind of just assuming I have to. Also, side note, I don't know if Mini Doc is still here. It has been a second since he talked, but fun fact, Soviets can get T-34 76s, so the T-34s with the slightly smaller gun, even cheaper than they come normally, because you can take a factory T-34, and they are terrible. I don't think anyone would willingly take a factory T-34 in anything but an absolute like thematic list, but it is an option, definitely. That's right, I've already cut off one of those arms. How am I not surprised? Okay, I can't look it up right now because I don't have it in front of me. If you check Easy Army, I think you can do it. It's like 140 points tops, but they have some pretty big drawbacks, so I don't know if it's necessarily worth it. But if you get like a what is it? Because it's a factory T-34. So literally supposed to be like, it's literally rolling like out of the factory into the fight, right? Like this thing has been gotten to the front line as quickly as possible. Either like Stalingrad style, where it's literally rolled out of the factory and it's shooting its gun, or like it's been quickly refurbished and thrown back into the fight. But it's like, you have to pick a downside. I can think of two of them off the top of my head. The first one is no sights, so straight up has like no gun sights, so you can like, so it suffers on -1 hit, so it just hits on 5s the entire game, not counting anything else that may or may not cause a minus. Like it just hits on 5s, so not great. The other one is it has a factory crew, like the people that built it are literally fighting it, so I think he has to basically do like the morale leadership check, whatever it's called, to get them to do anything like every turn, because they don't know what they're doing. And I think the final thing is a what's it called? It's been like hastily repaired, so like it can't take lancing damage. It just automatically takes regular damage no matter what. So I think it's fun. It's a fun little thing. Like you said, in smaller point games, it'd probably be a halfway decent distraction Carnifex. I think it would do okay. I really kind of wish it was a template, so you could put it onto at least a few other vehicles. Because I do have a concept for a Siege of Leningrad army that evidently during the Siege of Leningrad, the KV-1 factory, there was a KV-1 factory in Leningrad. So they were just like pumping out KV-1s. As long as they had the resources to do it, right? Like they were pumping these out during the entire siege. And so I have this concept of doing a KV-1, kind of like the centerpiece, and then like a mix of like naval infantry, because a lot of ships got turned into naval infantry during the siege, and then some like Soviet People's Militia to kind of round out maybe some NKVD. I think it'd be a nice little like very broad force. So I kind of wish I could put like a factory template onto like a KV-1, so it's just like this comically bad KV-1 rolling through, but you can't have everything. That'd be really fun. I got a lot of really kind of silly, fun ideas I want to do in this game eventually. You did mention you played Partisans earlier. I do want to do a partisan army that's like French resistance or whatever, that just inexplicably has like a T-34 or like a Japanese Hago. This, for whatever reason, this random resistance group in France has managed to get a tank from the opposite side of the planet. It's kind of like I've seen an Anchorman where he's like, Rick, where'd you get a grenade? And he's like, it's that, but a tank. And I lost my phone. This is what happens, guys. I don't know what happened. It just went away. It's okay. Oh, I think it should be coming back up. It's back up on my phone, so we'll see. It would be a fun, like... See, that's the thing, is you can run, like, actual Soviet partisans instead, using the Soviet book instead of the partisan PDF. I think it's actually an example army in the book, is they have, like, 1 or 2 factory T-34s with a bunch of, like, Soviet People's Militia, and a couple, like, an NKVD squad or 2, and a, and then, like, I think that's it, actually. It's like an NKVD. Yeah. Nice little, like, broad list. Well, I seem to be having connection issues again, boys. Or ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. You know, almost 2% of our viewers are female, so there is always a chance for a couple of you. In which case, welcome, hello, hope you enjoy the show. As much as everyone else. But I know fully well at least one of them is typically my wife, so. Well, I don't know if that'll pop back up. I don't know why that's doing that. I'll have a talk with Scott. Everything popped back up on my screen here. Still saying YouTube is not responding. So I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. It's not ideal, unfortunately. Do Creator Studios. Well, we won't worry too much about it. That's fine. Sometimes things just happen. Let's see if I can power through these last few minutes. If it doesn't want to cooperate, if I can't talk to you guys, it's fine. We'll just go ahead and end it. And it's fine. I feel like I can reopen Discord. I had it closed. I guess okay. As you guys can hear me, that's great. That's fine. I'll take it. I can chat, not quite into the void for 10 minutes. Yeah. Getting a direct connection, I think, is definitely a short-term project I will work on here soonish. Might have a longer Ethernet cord. I'll have to check. I feel like we did, but I could be wrong. I wasn't sure how I felt about these bases. I really like the GW style bases, kind of tall, like thicker ones. But I will say these ones have kind of grown on me. I kind of like them. Looks like everything kind of fixed itself. So, if you lost me at all, hello again. Hope we can get through these last like 10-15 minutes without too many issues. I think I can get one more squad done in 15. Maybe not, actually. I mean, like, it's what, like 25 dudes? Actually, a little more than that, like 28, factoring in Leaders and specialists. Oh, bugger. Again, thank you all so much for hanging out. I've said it before, and I'll keep on saying it. You guys are absolutely appreciated. Every time. I mean that genuinely, deeply. Awesome having you guys here. It's very... I appreciate the support. Appreciate it a lot, actually. Heads. I'm gonna have so many bits left over. These come with a lot of stuff. Good news is I can use some of the stuff in my guard army. Especially for the cannon fodder, because their heads work basically the same way. Well, Winefire, I've never doubted that I could count on you. You're always here. Anytime for you. It's not just a saying, it's a way of life. Peter wants me to move over to Windows 11, which I understand is probably about that time, but that's a next year problem. That is not a this year change. That's going to be something I look at next year. Alright, well, we got 10 minutes. I think we can kind of just chill and hang out for these last kind of 10 minutes. I say that, but like I'm so close to getting these guys done. Fine. Alright, you talked me into it, guys. Talked me into it. I will try and get these last 5 neuters together. Speed run, let's go. Those, okay, I did love those foster cat little minis. Those were fantastic, Kristen. And I did love them with the green stuff on. I love the really big eyes. Again, a right arm. Is that too much to ask? Or left arm? You know what? Actually, I'm gonna have fun at that. Scout stealing a chicken. That would be kind of funny, actually. Okay, they might not be left-handed, but they could at least you can hold a rifle in your left hand while you're doing stuff with your right hand. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm asking for. There's exactly one weapon. Oh God, I do a little bit. I've had it backwards the entire time because I've been looking at it straight on. I need more right arms, not left arms. Oh well, that bombshell. I just realized I've had that backwards this entire evening. This whole evening I've been begging for left hands and I need right hands. Well done. Go me. Go me. Hey, it's in the tagline. The stupidity is not a bug, it is in fact a feature. At some point, you guys are here for that. And I just want you all to realize that. This entire evening. Should have the standing guy just holding a chicken. Yeah. Yeah, I should. Let's see if that affects his cloak. If it does, I can just pop the armor off. It's no big deal. Alright. 5 more minutes. It's the eye of the tiger as the pillow will fight, rising up to the challenge of a rival. And I'm gonna get the team on the tights, but I'm gonna stop singing now. Again, we're not monetized, so can't get demonetized. You can't take away that which I never had. Right. Right, so let me come back over here. Get one more. Is it the last right arm I have that's like a generic right arm? It is. Hopefully I don't need it for something else. I don't think so. Hopefully not. Also, I think I just realized the lefty joke and, you know, Soviet Union. Did not put that together if you were going for that. Again, stupid, not smart. Alright. Let's see if we can start sticking cloaks onto people. minutes. Say another little thing I do appreciate about Bolt Action is the fact that, you know, the models are so like usable as other stuff. And even if I decide not to run these as like scouts anymore, they can just be another submachine gun squad. No big deal at all. You too, Tristan. Thanks for hanging out there in this entire time. We are very rapidly approaching the end for me too. I will freely admit. I am getting these guys done and then I am going to bed. Thank you again so much. It is always a treat to have you. To get this hobby time done. Well, the good thing, Manny Duck, is that we get to do this all again next week. I know it's hard to believe, but we do. And actually, I was thinking about it. I don't think, even though I will actually be going out of town for Christmas, I don't think I will actually have to miss a single hobby stream. I think I will be in town for all of them. So, yeah, look out for that. I need to take this one out of the rotation. I kind of just threw all the download ones I had on. I knew were royalty free and didn't have to attribute. Oh, don't worry. I can tell you from personal experience, you're going to miss a lot of things in Basic. I think I've talked about it on stream before, but I actually was in Basic training as like 8th edition 40k was starting to launch. So I missed essentially, because I think technically they came out like right before I left, but I wasn't paying that attention to like the ongoing thing of 40k that much at the time. So like I missed Gilliman coming back. I missed Primaris Marines. I missed the 13th Black Crusade actually concluded. I missed so much. But like halfway through, someone was like, "Yeah, like Gilliman is like so much has changed." I was like, I had no idea. It's like no one told me. I didn't know any of this. And even once in a while, things still kind of like pop up where I'm like, oh. That, I guess that people are like, oh yeah, this thing happened. It's like, I had no idea about that. That must have been while I was in Basic training. Your life will suck. That's a given. But it won't be terrible. You'll find parts of it you enjoy. You'll find the good stuff. Even when it's bad, you'll always find the good stuff. And when you're done with it, and like as you're doing it, you'll be ready to leave. When you get to your unit, you'll probably hate it, but that's okay. And someday, inevitably, you'll be done, and you'll find yourself missing it. You'll never quite know why. But that's life. All right. We have completed over the course of these last 2.5 hours. You guys can quite see the thing. 33 plastic miniatures, which is actually pretty good. I am more than happy with doing that over the course of 2.5 hours. But, I mean, you'll get chances to get your phone. Don't worry, you're not going to be completely disconnected, I promise. Especially when you're at like AIT, you're doing your individual training for your actual MOS. Since I'm assuming Seaburn doesn't have OSIT. I think you get your phone pretty regularly, definitely. But I don't know. I didn't do AIT. I had OSIT. Anyway, we did it, guys. You're always more than welcome to keep chatting on the Discord. I'll be there for a little bit as I kind of like lay down and get to sleep. But thank you all so very much for joining us tonight and getting all of these guys put together. Like, it is no small number by any stretch of the imagination, and dealing with technical difficulties. We could have gotten even further with technical difficulties. Do some housekeeping real quick. This Sunday, like I said earlier, we will be having what are we doing? We'll be doing Custodians versus Death Guard. So it'll be Scott versus Jeff. This not Saturday. This coming Sunday. I do know we do need to figure out when we're going to do Side Quest Saturday. So no promises on that. We do know you guys had voted for Kill Team, and we do want to actually get that done for you guys. So that is absolutely a priority for us. So know that is coming. We absolutely promise we will get that done for you guys. Next week, as always, I will be here. We will be doing hobby. I don't know if I will be doing more Soviet bolt action. A lot of it kind of depends on if I have tomorrow off or not. If I do, probably not. So kind of be on the lookout for a poll going forward to vote on what you would like to see painted next. I've worked through a good chunk of my backlog. Thank in no small part to you guys for supporting this and me kind of get the motivation to get that done. So thank you all so very, very much. So be on the lookout for a vote. Be on the lookout for our Sunday stream. Be on the lookout for our side quest Saturday in the future, where we're going to play Kill Team. And just be on the lookout for more content from us. And hopefully we'll see if we have something going on this holiday. Also, fine, Maydoc. I will give it to you. You can have this one. You got me beat at 41. I did have a solid, like, 10-minute technical difficulty. Okay, so really. But yeah, thank you guys so much for showing up. I look forward to seeing you all this week, next week, and every week. Thank you all, and you all have a wonderful day. And if you're not already, join our Discord. Talk to us there. Otherwise, goodbye and good night. Bye.